students. How are you all? Now, let's start our science class. And we are in chapter 8, Air and Water. Today, we will start this chapter. It's a new chapter. Okay? And you know that we can't live without air. We can't live any moment without air. Actually, our planet Earth support life only because of air and water. Presence of air and water makes our planet Earth as any animals and plants and any living organisms can live here. Our Earth is the only planet in our solar system which supports life due to air and water. Our Earth is actually surrounded by a blanket of air that is called as atmosphere. The blanket of air is called as atmosphere. Air actually is mixture of several gases: oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water vapor, dust particles. All are the components of the air. And all living organisms need air to live, you know. We human beings too need air to live. As we inhale oxygen, and when we exhale, it is carbon dioxide. Okay, so oxygen is very essential for us. And you know, the atmosphere, actually the layer of air is divided into 5 divisions. Okay, it is the atmosphere that surrounds the Earth. It is divided into 5 divisions, and it actually the atmosphere extends up to 1,600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Here you can see in this diagram, it is our Earth, and on the Earth there are several. Atmosphere, it extends up to 1,600 from the Earth's surface to 1,600 kilometers, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers, which is includes the atmosphere. So the first layer is troposphere. You can see here. The second layer is stratosphere. Third, mesosphere. Next, fourth, thermosphere. And the last of all is exosphere. And exosphere merges with the space. Okay. So firstly, it is troposphere. The first layer is troposphere, which extends 8 kilometers to 18 kilometers. It extends 8 kilometers at the polar region, North Pole and South Pole, and 18 kilometers at the equatorial part. Actually, it is thicker in equatorial part and thinner in polar region. Okay, and in troposphere, you know, it is actually troposphere is the densest part of atmosphere. All weather phenomena like the clouds, rain, storm, and everything, the weather phenomena, lightning also occur here in troposphere. Okay, and the next is stratosphere. The layer above the troposphere is stratosphere. In this layer, it is a very important layer. In this layer, aircrafts fly in this layer because there is no cloud. So aircrafts fly in this region or in this layer. And the most important layer, ozone layer, is included in stratosphere. Why ozone layer is very important to know? I think, I hope you know all. I'm telling you again that ozone layer always it protects us from the sun's ultraviolet ray. Ultraviolet rays are very harmful for the biosphere, for the living organisms, and ozone layer is very important and it protects us from UV rays. Okay, and the next is mesosphere, and I'm telling you the stratosphere is extends up to 50 kilometer, 18 to 50 kilometer. Here 8 to 50 kilometer on the polar region and 18 to 50 kilometer in the equatorial region. And the next is mesosphere. Mesosphere is extends up to 80 kilometer, 50 to 80 kilometer. It is mesosphere. And the mesosphere is actually it is also a very important layer of atmosphere, the mesosphere, and then the thermosphere. Thermosphere, also known as ionosphere, and thermosphere is the layer above the mesosphere. It extends up to 400 kilometer. Okay, and it the space shuttles orbit in this region in thermosphere. And the next is the outermost layer of atmosphere is exosphere. It extends up to 1600 kilometers and then it marches with the space. Gradually it marches with the space. And it is not it is a thin layer. Okay, the densest layer is troposphere and it is the thinner exosphere. Okay, so these are the layers of atmosphere, and today I'll tell you in detail about that. So go to the book. Okay. So the chapter Air and Water. It is chapter 8, Air and Water. And I am telling you again that our earth is surrounded by air. And we all need air to breathe. Actually, the atmosphere that surrounds our earth as a blanket of air. The atmosphere is a blanket of air that surrounds our earth. It is held around the earth, due to the earth's gravitational force. Earth's gravitational force attracts the atmosphere with it. And the atmosphere is made up of various gases, water vapor and dust particles. Okay? And now I'm telling you that there are actually 5 layers in the atmosphere. Okay? And there is no distinct boundary between the atmosphere and the outer space, but its exact thickness cannot be known. Approximately, the atmosphere extends up to 1600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The density of the atmosphere is maximum near the Earth's surface. And the air becomes increasingly rarefied as we move further away from the surface. The upper layers of the atmosphere rest upon the lower layers and constantly exert pressure. Thus, about 50% of the total mass of the atmosphere lies within a height of 6 kilometers from the Earth's surface, and about 99% lies within a height of 32 kilometers. And the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers, which is based on composition, temperature, and other properties. Starting from the surface of the earth, the layers are called as troposphere, then stratosphere, then it is mesosphere, then thermosphere, and lastly exosphere. So firstly, troposphere. Troposphere is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. It extends to a height of about 8 kilometers at the poles, as I told you before, and about 18 kilometers at the equator. It is the densest part of the atmosphere. And all weather phenomena, it is very much important. Always remember, all weather phenomena such as clouds, fogs, rainfall, snowfall, storms, and lightning occur here in this layer. Okay? And the next layer is what? It is stratosphere. Stratosphere, I'm just forget to tell you that in troposphere, in the layer of troposphere, the temperature of air decreases with increase in height. It is the rate of 1 degree centigrade for every 165 minutes, that is called the normal lapse rate. So here in this layer, uh, temperature always uh, temperature always decreases, air temperature always decreases with the increase in height. Okay, and next is stratosphere. Next layer is stratosphere. This layer lies above, just above the troposphere. Okay, and it is the second layer of atmosphere, and aircrafts fly in this region because why? Yes, there are no cloud. The stratosphere contains ozone layer which absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun, and this layer, stratosphere, extends to a height about 50 kilometer above the earth's surface. Okay, and the next layer is, yes, it is mesosphere. This layer lies above the stratosphere. Mesosphere lies above the stratosphere, and it extends to a height of about 80 kilometer above the earth surface. And in the mesosphere, the temperature of air decreases with increasing of height. And meteors, meteors burn in this layer. And next layer is thermosphere. This layer lies above the mesosphere, and it extends up to a height of about 400 kilometer. Here, temperatures increases rapidly with increasing height. Just opposite of troposphere, temperature increases with increase. As the height increases, temperature also increases. The boundary between the thermosphere and the mesosphere is called mesopause. And this layer is also called as ionosphere, because this layer contains electrically charged particles called ions. And the last layer, that is exosphere. The uppermost layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. It extends to a height of about 1600 kilometer and gradually merge with the space. It has very thin layer of air. Okay. Next, I am telling you about, these are the layers of the atmosphere. Next, I am telling you about the importance of air. Air is the prime reason of existence of life on the earth. Without air, we can't live, because air supports plants, animals, and other living organisms. And the two important role of air: without air we can't live, and the ozone layer in the atmosphere, which is the ozone layer, is present in the stratosphere, and it protects our earth from the ultraviolet rays of the sun and becoming too hot. It protects our earth from UV rays, and it protects us from becoming too hot. Okay, so these are the importance of air. So, and now today we learn about the layers of atmosphere and importance of air. And in our next class, I'll discuss about the composition of air. Okay, and so you all read the this part, the layers of atmospheres, very carefully, and if you can draw it, and then you can draw it, and then you learn, it will be better for you, for easy memorizing, it is better for you. So uh, you all read this part, and I hope you all it all are clear to you. The layers of air are clear to you. And now today, this much for today's class, and till our next class. Bye.